What is up, YouTube? Welcome to PanFro Games. In today's video, we have a brand new announcement for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Pokemon Home is finally coming very soon, and this is incredibly exciting stuff. And of course, guys, if you like this type of content, please leave a like, subscribe if you're new. I really appreciate it, and consider joining the Pan Fam today by hitting that join channel member button below. And this tweet from the Pokemon Company says, starting on May 24th, which is next Wednesday, get special Pokemon when you link Pokemon Home with Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. You'll be able to receive Sprigarito, Fuecoco, and Quaxley with hidden abilities as mystery gifts in the mobile device version of Pokemon Home. So if you really want to receive those starters with the Pokemon Home original trainer name, which we can see right here, I'll say Home right here, with their hidden abilities in Pokeballs, of course, then you're going to have the mobile version of Pokemon Home. So make sure to have a mobile version of the app, and make sure to connect it to your main Switch console's Pokemon Home so they'll all connect and work out. But this is the infographic that we got here, and this is really exciting because Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, just like BDSP, just like Legends Arceus and Sword and Shield, is going to be able to have transfer from the game back to home, back to any one of the other games I just listed. Now, that's going to be really cool. So what does that really mean, though? So let's say in Scarlet and Violet, I have a Shiny Staraptor, right? And I really want to use this Shiny Staraptor. In BDSP, I'm starting a new run, right? So we can move the Staraptor from SV to Pokemon Home into BDSP right here. Now, let's say you wanted to do something like a Fuecoco. I want to move my Fuecoco from Scarlet and Violet to one of these other games. Well, you can't do that because none of these other games, they don't have Fuecoco in the code, so that's not going to be possible. So you are going to be limited on what Pokemon you can move based on if they're available in the particular game, just like always. However, it's unlike Pokemon Bank and Pokemon Go and Let's Go Pikachu Eevee. Once you push them away from these games, then you can't put them back. So I am really happy that Scarlet and Violet is going to have transfer to and from, and this is going to make it a lot easier for people trying to complete their shiny dexes. And of course, there's a lot of cool Pokemon that are available in the Scarlet and Violet code that we have not been able to access yet. So this is going to be really exciting stuff for so many different reasons. It's going to definitely potentially change the VGC meta when we get to that point. It's also going to change the raid meta and give us more options to use in these hard 7-star raid battles as well. So that's going to be really fun stuff too. Now, here are all the Pokemon that we can transfer from Pokemon Home to Pokemon Scarlet and Violet that aren't already in the game naturally. Like, some of these are going to be Pokemon that you could have gotten, like, let's say Charizard from the 7-star raid, and then you can breed it for the Charmander. But now you'll be able to transfer these from Pokemon Home to Scarlet and Violet, which is gonna be really fun. There's gonna be a total of 119 of these, so it's not gonna be necessarily too many. And of course, a lot of these are gonna be the starter Pokemon that we've already gotten. So I don't feel like it is hype, but it's not as hype as a lot of people are gonna really think it is. So we have obviously Charizard. We have Articuno, Zapdos, and Moltres, which is really fun, right? This is going to be really fun stuff. This is going to give us some solid special attacker options right here, which is going to be really cool stuff for sure. I mean, we're going to have a really good electric type of 125 special attack and a really good fire type of 125. However, now we get Mewtwo. And let's talk about this, right? Mewtwo is going to be an absolute beast. My man has 154 special attack. This is going to be the best psychic rating Pokemon in the game. And unless they ban like the home Pokemon from raids, which I don't think they will, then yeah, there is going to be a big shift in what Pokemon you should be using in the raid meta for sure, because this guy just got stats. Now, Mew, also phenomenal Pokemon, base 100 across the board. That's going to be really great for a lot of different reasons. We already had Typhlosion. And then we got the weather trio, right? Kyogre, which may end up being the best water attacker for us. Groudon probably ends up maybe being the best ground attacker, potentially. There's not necessarily, but there's potential. Rayquaza also being like potentially the best dragon attacker we can get to. So a lot of good stuff there. And then we get the Lake Spirits, Uxie, Mesprit, and Azelf. These are all pretty decent options. I wouldn't say they're particularly too good for rating, but you know, they're all gonna be pretty good for sure. Dialga, is gonna be phenomenal. I mean, 150 special attack potentially could be the best steel type rating mon in the game actually now for special attackers. Could actually beat out Goldingo, so that's really exciting. Palkia with 150 as well. I still think Kyogre's gonna be a better water version, but you know, Palkia definitely is gonna have some presence with that very unique typing of Water Dragon, which is phenomenal. Heatran, pretty solid for sure, pretty solid. I mean, it has Flash Fire. This is gonna be really useful in certain situations. Giratina with that, you know, just big bulk, and of course, you can get the different forms of the Giratina, Palkia, Dialga as well. You can give them their orbs. Those orbs are in the game, so you can do the shifts to the different forms from what it seems, which is going to be really sick. Cresselia, absolute bulky guy. Arceus. Now, Arceus is interesting because this thing has really great stats across the board, but the legend plate is technically in the code. So I don't know when we're going to get the legend plate. It's not, I don't believe it's actually in the game, but it is in the code. And you cannot transfer items in Pokemon Home, unfortunately. But Arceus is something we're going to have to look out for at some point. Samur already got. And then we're going to get Tornadus, Thundurus, and Landorus. I mean, Landorus is going to be absolutely phenomenal for sure. You can also do their Therian forms as well. That's going to be another thing that we can transfer over. Meloetta, pretty solid Pokemon. We already got the Chespin line. Now, we haven't gotten Finnegan yet in the game, but I do suspect this being the next 7-star raid that is going to be announced on this Sunday. So we're going to have to fight against the Delphox. And yeah, this is going to be a very interesting raid for us. I mean, I'm just preparing for this one personally, just because it's either Delphox or Rillaboom. Greninja we already got. And then Diancie and Carbink, of course, because Diancie is just a better Carbink for sure. We get both. You know, Diancie is going to be really, really solid for sure. Hoopa and Hoopa Unbound is another one. Unfortunately, this thing has a lot of weaknesses, but it's going to be pretty solid. Volcanion is the only Pokemon that has Scald right now in the game, so that's pretty funny. Decidueye line, which we already got. Magearna, another phenomenal typing. Rillaboom, which I do think is going to come in a 7-star raid as probably the last starter we get until DLC. Then we got Cinderace already. We got Inteleon already. Zacian and Zamazenta. And you can also use their special forms as well if you give them the proper items. So there's that. Eternatus is an absolute beast. Eternatus is probably going to become our best poison special attacker for the raid meta too, which is going to be really cool. Urshifus are going to be really strong. Both of them are very good. Zarude, yeah, it's all right. Regieleki, I mean, this thing is the fastest thing in the meta, 200 speed, so that's always a fun thing. Regidrago, 200 HP, pretty thick. Glacier and Spectrier, both going to be great. However, Calyrax's form with Spectrier is going to be insane, so that potentially could be the best ghost attacker for us straight up. And then we get all the Hisuian Pokemon, which is always great. We're going to finally be able to evolve our shiny Stantlers, get a Weirdeer. Cleaver is going to be really cool. Ursaluna, which I think is going to be the best ground attacker because Groudon does have 150 attack. Ursaluna has 140, but you have Guts and you also have like the ground type close combat move, which I cannot think of right now, but Ursaluna is going to be insane for raids. We got Basculin Legion, Sneasler. These are both going to be solid for sure. Overquill and then Enamorus, which is going to be really cool. So then we got a bunch of forms. There's all the Pikachu hats. Alolan Raichu, which is really cool. Alolan Dugtrio line. Alolan Persian. Hisuian Arcanine line. The Slowbro and Slowpoke is in the, I believe, Slow King. Alolan Muck, which I do love. Hisuian Electrode line. Regular Tauros. The Galar Birds, which is phenomenal. I love, especially the Moltres and Zapdos. I mean, all three of these guys are pretty sick. I love them. Hisuian Typhlosion. The Galarian Slowking, the Hisuian Quillfish, Hisuian Sneasel, then the Hisuian starters as well. So that's Hisuian Samurott, which is gonna be cool. Hisuian Lilligant, the Zoroark, which you already got from the event. Hisuian Braviary, which I think is actually really good. Hisuian Gujar, which is gonna be crazy. This is a crazy good Pokemon. Hisuian Decidueye, Hisuian Avalog. The special Magearna form, the special Zarude, and the special Vivillon are also going to be available. So that's a lot of Pokemon coming with this Pokemon Home update. Like I said, it's going to change that raid meta for sure. That's going to be really fun. It's going to change up VGC once these are legal. And of course, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you did, please leave a like, subscribe if you're new. I really appreciate it. And I'll catch you guys next time. Peace out and have a great one.